Good day, my fellow younglings. I hope you're having a good day and you're looking forward to another episode of Regen Rovers. Today it's episode 63 and normal service is being resumed because we're now focusing on our league campaign. We're out the FA Cup, walloped out by Watford unfortunately, but we can focus on trying to get promoted from League 2. Wow, how has this happened? We are in 4th place, we're 2 points behind the 3rd automatic place. We're only 7 points off the top. You can see the playoffs are very tight. There's only 1 point between us and Crawley in 7th and 3 points between us and 8th place Yeovil, who are outside the playoffs. It's just so tight this season, we could conceivably finish mid-table, or we could go and win the league if we somehow go on a good run. We've lost the fewest games out of any team in this division with 6 defeats. We are a hard to beat team, we always have been. We've not lost a huge number of games in our history really when you think about it. The way I play, the way I set up my tactics, it seems to work that way. I have adjusted them slightly once again. It's just what you have to do. You have to adapt as you go through a save. You can't just rely on the same thing. When you see problems, you adjust them earlier rather than if you do it too late, then you've gone on this bad spell of losses and draws. Maybe a couple draws, couple defeats. You notice something in the tactic that's not quite right and you change it. Because teams work you out, don't they, over time. Anyway, it's time for today's Fan Corner, which is a special one because I've decided to just cut and paste all of your graphics that you've sent to me. Thanks to everyone that has sent me graphics so far ahead of next season. We will have a logo poll at the end of the season to decide maybe a new logo or keep with the same one. You've still got time to send them in as we're not at the end of the season yet, but make sure you get them in sooner rather than later so it can be in the poll. Also kits for next season or upcoming seasons. Thank you to everyone that sent them in as well. I really do appreciate the effort, and maybe your kit or logo will be picked to be the next Regen Rovers logo or kit. Just before I show you our recent results, what I have done to the tactic, quite simply, I've changed the defenders around. Now, a couple of people have said, Danny Boy, is he overrated? Because he's playing in that central role, or has been playing in that central role. He's got brilliant average ratings, but he has made a few mistakes lately this season. And he's also scored a few own goals, to be honest, over his Regen Rovers career. I don't know if that's because of him, or it's just because he's playing in that central role as a covered defender. Balls are being crossed in, he's the deepest, and it's coming off him and going into the back of the net. I don't know. What I've done is, I've decided to go for 2 defensive centre-backs cover. So this was by his old role, but it was in the middle. But I've gone for 2, either side of a normal central defender. I think with these 2 withdrawn, they might be better at blocking out crosses. Not 100% sure, we'll find out. I've only used it once, and we actually did keep a clean sheet in the first game. But sometimes you change the tactic and it works really well in the first game, and then doesn't work ever again. But we'll see if that works. Anyway, since the last episode where we're defeated by Watford and got a decent draw against Bristol Rovers, We've done okay. We have lost a game, we've drawn a couple games, but we've won 3. And we started off with a really good 3-2 away win against Cheltenham Town. We took the lead through that man Lee Awford. This guy is an absolute legend. He just keeps scoring. This is Flynn Tyler putting a great ball in, and Awford beating the keeper and about 4 defenders to it to head home his 11th goal of the season. They did equalise very soon after with a 15th minute goal. But a minute later, Brady Chick made it 2-1. It was a very goal-heavy game in the first half an hour, you may have noticed, and then it died down a bit. Awford with the assist as well. Chick finishing brilliantly. And we actually went 3-1 up, thanks to Lee Awford again. Excellent play. He's just been so good for us. What a finish that is. Left foot, top left-hand corner. He's just got such a wicked left foot. Danny Boy then did score an own goal. So we'll have a look at this. This just highlights my fact that he's scored a few own goals. He's the deepest defender there. But that is unfortunate because it initially came off, I think, Lofts and then hit by, and then Sivzelis got a touch to it. So it came off 3 of our players before going into the back of the net, but it counted as a Danny Boy own goal. But we won the game 3-2. We managed to hold on. I just decided to settle things down a bit because it was just crazy. It would have ended about 4-4, I think, if I hadn't settled things down. We then managed to get a clean sheet against Newport County, and we won 2-0, and that man Lee Awford scored again. He is unstoppable at the moment. Danny by lovely ball into Chick. Drury then a delightful little chipped through ball to Awford. Drury does... It was a great finish as well, to be fair. But Drury is... He's quite good at getting involved in team play. He's got 16 on teamwork, which is the same as Awford. So Drury does contribute to the team. He's not just about finishing. He does get a few assists as well. Craig Palmer won the game, really. Stopped Newport from able to... This was bizarre, though. Look at that. They all just started running away from the ball before Awford got another assist. But that confirmed victory. And that was the 7th goal of the season for Craig Palmer. Unfortunately, Crawley were a bit too much for us. And as you can see, it's another own goal from Danny By that started proceedings in the second half. Let's have a look at this one then. I don't know what's up with him, but it might be his position. He's deep there, you can see. He's very deep, but still, he should be dealing with that. He's managed to... It's a cracking finish into the corner past Sibzelis, but it's unintentional. Spencer Drury did equalise in the 71st minute, and this is a fantastic goal. Look at this. Outside the area, wallop. Beautiful, beautiful strike from Spencer Drury, and that actually won second place in goal of the month. But a minute later, they scored in the 72nd minute. Let's just have a look at this one. I don't always show the opposition goals, but I think we will for this case because it was the winning goal. Crossed in, and I don't know who was that beaten in the air. It might have been Denny. It was Lofts. Beaten in the air, and that was a minute after Spencer Drury's goal, so that was disappointing. There was a missed penalty, so it could have finished 3-1, but our man Sibzelis, he's turning into a decent penalty saver. Look at that, that's a cracking save from a penalty. So against our old, a local derby I suppose, in the old stadium that we used to play in for a couple seasons, we did lose 2-1. Managed to pick up a point against Oldham Athletic though. They took the lead in the 43rd minute. Danny By actually scored at the right end of the pitch this time with a 48th minute equaliser. Palmer crossing a corner in. Awford back to Palmer. Back to Awford. Put a ball in. He gets another assist. It's a great header from Danny By, the captain, though. He's just having a little bit of an iffy spell. He's still picking up decent average ratings. It's just there's a few things that aren't quite going for him. He got an 8.1 today. Reece Walker and Lofts 6.0. So that's why I've decided to change the defence around. Oldham scored a penalty to make it 2-1, but Craig Palmer equalised for us in the 68th minute. Awford, again, putting a through ball through to Palmer. Good finish. What is up with Awford? I just don't understand. And he's actually our record assists maker. Jack Young in 2017 got 12 assists in one season. That was the record until Lee Awford's come along this season and managed to beat that. Against Oxford United, we drew 0-0. They dominated. I went a bit defensive in this one. They dominated, but we held on for a 0-0 draw, despite Danny By only picking up a 6.4. That was kind of the last straw, I thought. Defensively, although we kept a clean sheet, it's not quite working at the back to how I want it to. And some games we are conceding quite a few goals. It was actually Lofts and Walker that had good games at the back in this one, and Patrick Dibber in central midfield, who is a real fan favourite. I think when I asked a couple of episodes ago, who's your favourite player, I'd say Dibber was the player that came out on top from the comments. You really do love him. Yeovil Town was the first team I tried out the new defensive lineup, and it worked very well. You can see Danny By actually got a 7.5 on that right hand side. He wasn't in the middle, he was on the right hand side and he got a 7.5, and Lofts in the middle got 7.2, and even Chris Holmes coming in for the suspended Reece Walker played very well, a 6.8, and he's not very good at getting good ratings these days at the back. Lee Awford scored the winning goal in the 30th minute. It was man of the match for this goal. Let's have a look at it then. Big punt up from Holmes, and then Awford running onto a nice through ball and a great finish past the keeper. For his 14th goal of the season, I don't know how many he's going to end up with. He's already beaten Jack Young's assist record, 14 assists, 14 goals this season. Can he break Jack Young's goal record as well? He's now 8 behind the 22 that Jack Young scored a few seasons ago. Spencer Drury's on 10. We need to get him scoring again. Palmer's catching up. He's got 8. Brady Chick's injured again. He's managed to get 7 goals in 9 starts and 8 sub-appearances and 5 assists. He's very important when he does play. You can see the average ratings. Awford is miles ahead. after a very impressive season. Brady Chick and Sivzelis 7.01. Danny Boy is on a 6.98, still having a good season average rating wise, but it's not up to his usual standards, and that's why I have changed it. Anyway, today we're going to take on Shrewsbury Town and Stevenage. 2 S's. Shrewsbury away, Stevenage at home. Shrewsbury are 18th and Stevenage are 9th. Now, we certainly should be beating Shrewsbury today. So this is the team I'm going with. I didn't show it previously, but they're going with a 4-3-3 with wingers. We've got Danny Boy, Lofts and Holmes at the back. I don't know if Reece Walker was back from suspension. I didn't actually check. Whoops. Marlowe and Dibber in the middle. Now, I'm going with Chris Scott up front, quite simply because of his under-23 form. If we look at the under-23s, he is the top goal... Oh, actually, we can't see it now because I've taken him out the under-23 team. But he is the top goal scorer for the under-23s this season with 15 goals. And he's got 13 assists as well. So he deserves a chance. Maybe Bradley Berry deserves another chance in the first team because of... decent season for the under-23s. Spencer Drury's not been the best lately, so Chris Scott hopefully can grab his opportunity. It's certainly been a bit more of a struggle lately to get results. I've been working very hard in game, changing things up, giving in-game team talks, trying to boost the morale of players at half time. It really has been just... And of course we have picked up a defeat and a couple draws. Go out there and impress everyone. And I'm going to give an individual team talk to Awford, the superstar this season. What a legend. Where do you reckon we're going to finish then, guys? It's so tight. It's pretty impossible to predict. I kind of feel like I'd be upset if we don't get a playoff place now. I know earlier in the season I was saying I reckon we'll finish mid-table. It's probably inevitable that we will. But after being in the playoffs for the majority of the season, I will be upset if we drop out. 24 minutes in, nothing has happened. We're now exploiting the flanks, as you can see. That's another thing I have changed. We're going to roam from positions as well and turn to a fluid tactic and try and take the game to Shrewsbury. First highlight of the game, Shrewsbury on the ball. Here comes Sinclair. Get a tackle in someone. Lost, mopping up easily. The back line against Yeovil just seemed to work really well. But let's see how it copes today with the crosses. It's crossed in, and we get lucky. It's off the post, and Lofts clears. Didn't really cope with that cross, did we? And Chris Holmes has apparently made mistakes today. Marlowe's picked up an injury. He's going to have to come off, and I'm going to throw on Garber, and he's going to change to an advanced playmaker support or get rid of the ball in a midfielder. Come on, guys, this has been poor. We've done nothing, and it's half time, and I'm not happy. We're going to go a bit more direct, I think. Push the defence up. We'll stick with the same strike force for now. They're not working well together. And the defence aren't working particularly well either. Sivzelis is the only one with a decent rating. This is what I mean. It's really been much more of a struggle the last few games to just get my players to perform. Which is why I've resorted to changing things up a bit. Here they come. Lofts does well. But we lose the ball. However, Dibber steps in, passes it into Palmer. Awford's through. Can Awford do anything here? He's got a lot to do from this, but it's an own goal. I don't know if he gets an assist. It might not count as an assist for Awford, but we're 1-0 up. Let's have a look at this again. Then Awford taking the ball out wide, dragging quite a few players with him, putting a ball in, and it just hits Daniels and goes past the keeper. And we're 1-0 up early in the second half. Can we grab a second straight away? Chris Scott can't win that. Garber does. Dibber, long raking ball, but Tim Green is the player that picks it up here. Palmer can't find his man, Chris Scott, and it's over the top, but Lofts can deal with that. And Danny Boy can easily deal with that, but it's just long balls from us at the moment. We're giving possession away cheaply. And here comes Sinclair for Shrewsbury. It's a good effort, but it's over the bar. I'm going to change the passing instructions. We're going to play it through in the middle and work it into the box now, I think. Let's be brave. Try something a little bit different. We're not going to look for overlap quite the same. Awford did get the assist. That's good. That's his 15th assist of the season. Awford heads that away. Looks dangerous. It's into the box and... bloody hell, that almost went in. Sivzelis, what were you doing? Thank goodness he kept that out. Awford heads up and it's back to Dibber. Is this a chance for Chris Scott? Chris Scott! He doesn't take it and he's coming off. He's been brilliant in the under-23s, but it's really not been his season in the first team. He scored 3 goals, but recently he's really struggled. And Drury's coming on. That was the chance to end this game, I think. That's annoying. That was our first clear-cut chance of the game. Just going to encourage the guys. Free kick. What's Garber going to do? He's whipped it in. It's back to Craig Palmer. Craig Palmer loses the ball. That's poor, but Holmes can easily mop this up. Don't do anything stupid, Chris Holmes. It's back to him. He's played it through to Drury. Drury's tackled, and now Shrewsbury can break. Get in there, chaps. Get in there. Win it back. Dibber does. Garber into Awford. Can he feed a ball through? It's back to Garber. Craig Palmer. Garber. Dibber. Lovely stuff. Awford. He scores. He's got his 15th assist and he's got his 15th goal in this game. What a player he is. It was a great through ball though from Dibber. It was lovely passing movement from the midfielders, and Awford. It was a tough angle, but he found the back of the net, and hopefully that confirms victory. And I think he deserves a rest. What I'm going to do is we're going to play it safe. We're going to bring Murray on. He's going to go into the midfield as a ball-winning midfielder, and that was us playing it down the middle, playing it into the box, exploiting the middle, short passing, and it worked well actually. That was down to me changing the instructions. Long throw from Shrewsbury, once again headed away by that man Dibber at the near post. He's just so solid, and Sivzelis picks it up easily. Can this be a second clean sheet for this new look defence? Sivzelis throws it out to Danny By. It's into Garber. This is nice play. Playing it out from the back. Garber, just walked through his man. Here's Palmer. What's he going to do? He's played it back to Dibber. Can he play it out wide? He does. It's to Flynn Tyler. This is great possession from us. Tyler, Dibber, plays it through to Spencer Drury, who finds Palmer, who finds the back of the net. That was delightful football. And we're 3-0 up with Craig Palmer's 9th goal of the season. We've had the less shots, we've had less possession, but we've been clinical when it matters. It's a great ball from Drury as well, who picks up an assist. This has been impressive, I must say. This is working well. I might revert to playing some short passing because we've got some good passes of the ball. Are they going to get a consolation goal? It's over the top. Get rid of it, guys. Come on. Murray blocks it temporarily and Sivzelis catches it. Usually a keeper wouldn't catch that sort of thing. He'd be tipping it round the post. Great save from Lee Sivzelis. Surely this is going to be the final whistle soon, or is there going to be another opportunity for Shrewsbury? Oh, what a tackle by Charlie Lofts. That was brilliant. That looked like a certain goal, but Charlie Lofts got in there with a fantastic blocked sliding tackle thing. And that's the final whistle, a 3-0 convincing win. I'm very, very happy with that result. One of the best performances I've seen from us. And the defence, look at them. 7.5 for Sivzelis, who had to make a few good saves. Bayern lost 7.4, 7.8. Holmes with another 6.8, despite having a poor first half. Dibber, man of the match, 8.4. He was fantastic in midfield. I'm changing the instructions, guys, because that works so well. What I'm going to do is we're going to play it out defence and work the ball into the box, because that worked magnificently. Let's see if we can do the same in the next game. Marlowe's out for a few weeks, but that doesn't matter, because the other change I want to make is we'll change this guy to an advanced playmaker, and Garber will come into the team. Reece Walker's back. He will come in for Holmes. Holmes is more suited to a covering defensive centre-back, but I'm going to try Walker there. He's a top-class player, so he should have the ability to play that role. And we do move up to 3rd place above Oxford United with that win. Oh, in fact, Scunthorpe are the team that's dropped out of 3rd place. They've dropped all the way to 7th. There's now a gap between 7th and 8th. That suits me nicely. Oh, youth intake there. Didn't know that was just around the corner. Of course, it's the 8th of March. So, are there actually any decent players? No individual player stands out from this year's youth intake. Oh, that's depressing. Let's have a look. Literally no one. It's just so bad. Our youth academy is terrible. Surely I can ask them to improve it now. They keep rejecting it. Increase youth level. Let's go for that. Nope, no finances. Improve youth facilities? No. Training facilities? No. Literally, the board don't want to spend any money at the moment. The finances are just going up and down. It's a little bit irritating, but that's just the nature. I suppose it's because of we had a great cup run. We brought in a load of money. That helped us. That boosted the finances a lot, because we were in a little bit of a sticky situation, but we seem to have rectified the problem We'll just have to see where we are at the end of the season. Oh, the youth candidates did beat my under-18s though, but that's not saying anything because they are dreadful as well. This guy scored a goal. Dannon Ball and Ronayne Miles. Man of the match though was Joseph White with 2 assists. He doesn't look too bad actually because he's got free kick taking a 12. I don't think he'll develop into a decent player, but he's not the worst player in the world. You can see the players are coming from much further away now since we've started to increase our club stature. Crawley, London, Sutton, Maidenhead. I just don't think there's any point giving them youth contracts because I think these days the youth contracts are a bit higher. So if I approach to sign, so it's £100 a week. I can't afford that, and there's no point giving money to these players. They're not going to be good enough, none of them. These other players on the old... Oh no, they are on £100 a week now. They were on £5 a week because they were on the old contracts, but it's been increased, which is a lot of money's going on these youth players, and they're useless. Luckily, all their contracts expire. I could, release them now, but that's going to cost money to release them, so there's no point. But I basically will let all of these players go probably because none of them are going to be good enough, and they're on £100 a week, which is a hell of a lot of money for us to be spending. I assume that is coming out of the main wage budget. Should only give contracts to players that actually have some potential because there's literally no point having them. The under 18s are useless. They do lose a lot of games, and they're never going to get into the first team, so there's no point keeping them. Oh, what am I looking for? Under 18s fixtures, you can see we lose the majority of our games because we've just got a terrible youth team. Under 23s are great because a lot of them are first team players. We're not actually bottom though. We somehow picked up 23 points. We're above Wimbledon, Maidstone, Sutton and Ebbsfleet. They're full-time youngsters now rather than just being part-time. I'm tempted to give Joseph White a contract. 2-year contract, £100 a week though. So that's £10,400 over 2 years, isn't it? If I'm doing my calculations correctly. It's a lot of money to be given away. I mean, of course, it's peanuts if you're earning them that much money a year, £5,200 a year. But a 16, 17-year-old's living at home still. He's not going to turn into anyone good. He's not going to turn into a good player. There's no point giving him a contract, is there? Good at free kicks, teamwork, leadership, natural fitness. Could turn into a National League North-South footballer one day. I know he's suited to it already. Let's do it. Let's give a contract to him. But that's it. This is the team I'm going with then. I've decided to put Chris Holmes into the team for Reece Walker. He's been transfer listed for a long time, for about 18 months I would say, because he's wanted to be transfer listed. He's wanted to leave. Teams have come in with a 70k bid, which is more than his value, but he's got a 230k release clause. If we could get that, then I'd sell him. I'd have to sell him for 230k. Maybe I should sell him for 70k though. I think long term he's going to be a great player for us, but his average rating's not been the best over the years. Maybe I should cash in. I don't know what to do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Garber and Dibber in the middle. Palmer, Awford and Drury up front. Let's go! Come on, Regen Rovers. Come on, you younglings. Let's see what we can do against Stevenage. And to avenge what happened last time. Yeah, we're going to play it through. We'll go for mixed passing now. I think that suits us a bit better than short passing. Some of my players are quite direct. They're not really used to the real short passing approach, I don't think. But you never know. Here's an early chance. Drury running through. It's back to Awford. We get a goal after 20 seconds. What a start to the game. Drury with another assist and Lee Awford with another goal. Wow. What a start. It's a great ball from Tyler. Drury gets to the byline and pulls it back, and it's just wow, it's an easy finish for Awford, but he's clinical about it, isn't he? Just thumps it. Here's Awford on the ball again. It's out wide to Flynn Tyler. It's all the way back to Chris Holmes, who thumps it. Drury can't win that, and we've given possession away a bit cheaply. I want another clean sheet, but perhaps this is going to be, after an early goal from us, it's going to be quite an enthralling game as Stevenage come forwards looking for an early equaliser. Here they go, they've cut us open and it is off the crossbar. We somehow escape. I thought that was going in. We are going to go for short passing, keep possession, work the ball into the box. Oh no, Awford's apparently picked up an injury. That free kick's headed away. I'm going to have to bring him off. We can't risk him, can we? Tyler loses the ball. That's terrible from him. And it's come off Tim Green. Palmer, can he? No, he can't. Can't do anything. And it's a twisted knee. That's going to hurt and probably keep him out for a while. Luckily, Chick's just coming back. But this is an opportunity for Stevenage to equalise. You can see it coming, can't you? It's long build up. We've got it on key highlights. It's bound to be a goal. Oh, or maybe it is for us. Here comes Awford. He's got an injury, but can he make it too? He can't. That twisted knee let him down. And we're going to have to take him off. And we're going to bring on Jack Young. We haven't seen him for a while. We're going to play Palmer as a deep line forward. Young's going to go into advanced forward role. You haven't seen him for ages, so you're obviously missing him. We'd better bring him on. We might live to regret that miss from Lee Awford, though. Can't really blame him having an injury, can we? Long punt from Stevenage. They've gone for a direct approach now, I think. Can we cope? Here they come. It's a good ball in. Uh-oh, this is going to be the equaliser. It's off the post. They've been really unfortunate not to get an equaliser in this. We're going to go to control, in fact. Let's try that. I've not used control before. Might live to regret that, but we've got it on short possession football. Hopefully we can control this game now. Here's Holmes. That wasn't short football, but it's worked out nicely. Young heads it on to Palmer. A great save by Spiegel in goal, the ex-West Ham goalkeeper. Garber whips a corner in, knocked away. It's back to Flynn Tyler. Is this going to be an opportunity for Jack Young? Charlie Lofts now on the ball. Danny By. Sensible play back to Tim Green. Can we create nothing? Oh, we can't. It's the end. The end of that highlight. Been quite an exciting first half, actually. A few chances for Stevenage, some chances for us. We're 1-0 up as it stands. Can we muster anything here? We've given the ball away. And here comes Stevenage. Where's the defence? Tim Green trying to get back. It's into Osadibi. Here he comes. Great tackle by Tim Green. And Drury, can he break now? Oh, he's lost the ball. That's poor. Should have just gave the ball away. What? Here they come. This is going to be the equaliser. They've hit the post again. How are they? Wow. How have they not scored? That post. It's the man of the match. There's still time for them to get an equaliser in this first half. Probably one more highlight here. Here's Dibber. Through to Spencer Drury. Nice play into Palmer. It's into Jack Young, who plays it lovely out wide to Tim Green, who loses the ball. That's poor from him. And now this is surely going to be it. They deserve an equaliser, to be fair. And I think this is going to be it. It is. It's 1-1. It was coming. They had to score eventually. And we actually dropped down to 5th because of that goal. It shows how close it is at the top of the table. Okay, I'm going to go back to attacking. And we're going to go... We're not going to play it out defence. What do I do about my defence? Because I think it's the higher line. Let's go to a normal defensive line. Let's look for the overlap. Let's exploit the flank. Let's go back to the original thing from today and try that. I'm going to go for low crosses. We don't really have players that can jump in the air and head it home like Awford or Chick. And of course we've lost Udder to injury. He's gone back to Millwall. Apparently Chris Holmes and Flynn Tyler have made mistakes today. Maybe I should have played Reece Walker. Here comes Stevenage again. Looking dangerous. Oh, they've skipped past Dibber. Osadibi running through. Batters it over the bar. Both my central midfielders are on yellow cards. I'm going to take Mohamed Garber off. And I'm going to bring on Kevin Miguel as a ball-winning midfielder. And I'm also going to take off Chris Holmes and bring on Reece Walker. So that's the last change. Come on, guys. Come on. Half an hour to go. Passionate. Encourage. 15 minutes. Are Stevenage going to punish us? I really hope not. Oh, it's a wayward ball. Drury, what's he going to do with it? Oh, no, it's a wayward ball from Drury, but Loft steps in. Oh, he saved us there. Reece Walker up to Drury. Oh, he's lost the ball again. Drury, what the hell are you doing? Get rid of the ball. I know you got the assist for the first goal, but since then you've been truly atrocious. Ah, frustrating. And here they come, but Miguel wins the ball back, gives it to Danny By, who thumps it up the pitch to Jack Young. You can't win it. Miguel misses the header, and here comes Stevenage again. Oh no. Oh no. No! It's 2-1. We've been completely useless since that opening goal. Really frustrating. Lee Awford going off has just ruined us today. Drury's going to drop back because he's been terrible. He's going to go into the deep line forward role. We're going to have to go more direct, I'm afraid. Certain games, they're just not for you, are they? But this is at home and we should be winning. At least getting a draw, not letting Stevenage get closer to the playoffs. Here's Miguel. What's he going to do? He's knocked it into Palmer. Palmer into Spencer Drury. Dibber. Miguel. Get it through. It's Jack Young! Jack Young, the 5th goal of the season for him. He runs over to the snake pit and they go in mental. Ah, what a legend. Do I keep it on attacking? Do we continue to go for the winner in injury time? What a crucial goal from Jack Young that could be. Tyler into Palmer. Can we get a late equaliser? Flynn Tyler plays it through to Palmer. Puts it in. Droey! He makes up for it. What a comeback. We've done it. He runs over to the snake pit as well. That's their favourite place to run over to. Oh, wow. There's 15 seconds to go. I've still got it on attacking, but hopefully the final whistle is blown. 10 seconds. Maybe I'll regret not going defensive. 4 seconds. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. There we go. What a comeback. We've done it. Just suddenly going pump into box. It worked. And Spencer Drew, who had been moaning about for most of the game since his assist, turned it around. Wow. High intensity. And Jack Young with another crucial goal for us to help resurrect that match. And we're in 3rd place after that win and keep Stevenage out of the playoff race, which is important. Although Notts County have got back into it, but we are 6 points above 8th place. That's crucial. What a win. 2 wins today then. 3-0 win against Shrewsbury. 3-2 win against Stevenage. The defence didn't quite work today, but wow. Jack Young and Spencer Drury turn it on and win us the game. Lee Awford's out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's a bit of a blow. But luckily, Brady Chick's almost back. He can come into the team and replace him. Thank you for watching today's episode. No words for that ending. We just love that sort of thing, don't we? It just brings everything alive. But smash that like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next episode of Regen Rovers.